Tonight, St. Louis Circuit Attorney Gabe Gore is giving a progress report 6 months after taking over the office, which was mired in controversy and case backlogs. Gore says city prosecutors are now charging 45% more crimes.
He adds his staff has worked through roughly 20% of the backlogged homicide case files that languished under Kim Gardner's leadership. New tonight, Gore sat down on the record with our political editor, Mark Maxwell.
He never said her name, but if you listen close,
inappropriate charging decisions have been made.
You could hear Circuit Attorney Gabe Gore highlight a contrast between him and his predecessor, Kim Gardner.
We've returned to the practice of charging cases when they're submitted, when they're applied for.
After his 6-month progress report, we put Gore on the record and pressed him for specifics.
How automatic is that decision when you file those charges?
Well, when I say that we're filing charges when they're applied on, it doesn't mean that we're not conducting a review process and determining that there's enough evidence to support the charges.
Those charges include a significant increase in the types of property crimes Gardner often would not pursue.
And we don't accept the notion that if, as a citizen of the city of St. Louis, you have to accept a certain amount of property crime, or what people would refer to as petty crime, as a cost of living in a city.
I wasn't necessarily referencing the prior administration's approach. What I was referencing was that's what we were pursuing. For me, it wasn't really a discretionary decision. As circuit attorney, it's my job to enforce the laws. So it wasn't something where I felt like I was exercising discretion. I feel like I was just doing my job.
Do you see yourself as a reformer or an executor of the criminal justice system that we have today?
I view myself in my role as circuit attorney as someone who the community has placed a tremendous amount of trust in. That it's a tremendous responsibility being circuit attorney and enforcing the laws.
With respect, the community hasn't yet. The governor has. The community may still do that.
I like to think that the community has, and we've been completely embraced by the community, so I would disagree with you on that. I think the community has placed that trust in our office.
But would he put his future in public office in the public's hands at an election?
I have enjoyed this work immensely.
For now, he only says his consideration on that question is intensifying.
The final part of my decision process is just trying to make the decision as to whether or not I want to be a political candidate.
Being involved in politics is a tough business and something that most people aren't looking to subject themselves to.
Reporting in St. Louis, Mark Maxwell, 5 on your side.
And you can watch that full exchange with Circuit Attorney Gore on the next episode of The Record with Mark Maxwell. It airs Sunday night after Sports Plus right here on 5 on your side.